Good morning. Welcome into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. 7 a.m. sunny Colorado time, Thursday, February 5th. We have a massive crypto explosion coming shortly here. First, let's get to the tank show. $2.37 trillion crypto market and a $69,000 Bitcoin, 69.8. Go, baby, go. Tank. Guys, stop, like, subscribe if you don't mind. Guys, you know XRP was built for real-world payments, real-world infrastructure. You know the debt is high right now. Liquidity is tight with the government. Confidence is very fragile. And in moments like this, by the way, shout out to my buddy. This episode is dedicated to him. Systems don't need narratives in these times, guys. They need real infrastructure, real tech. And over the decades, there's a company that's been preparing quietly and methodically for this with an asset called XRP. Every single month since 2017, billions of XRP have been unlocked, and every single month, the majority was placed back into escrow. Kind of makes you go, not sold, not dumped, but saved. Saved for what? Maybe some geniuses had a bright idea. This is not retail behavior. It ain't no speculation either, guys. It's liquidity planning. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy. Welcome, Tommy. Good morning. This is predictable behavior by Ripple, and what they're doing with XRP is transparent. It's disciplined behavior, guys. This has been planned all along. Mrs. Loopy, welcome in this morning. Guys, tell me what you think in the comments about this episode. About the possibility. We're not saying it's happening. I don't know what's happening. I think it's very likely, though, that this could happen, even though it's never happened in history. The escrow structure creates control. It prevents supply shock, of course. It allows deployment only when needed in this situation if it's actually done. All right. If the government decides to actually make this move, because I don't think Bitcoin is smart. Now, today, let's look at the dollar needs stability. To tie it to Bitcoin doesn't make sense. Okay, the global system needs a neutral system, and here sits an American company, Ripple, with real technology, real clients, real rails, real banks signed with them, getting ready to be a bank, by the way, very shortly. Money transmitter licenses, hundreds of millions of XRP held in escrow. Yeah, by the way, we have this for you. Do you want to use us? Because we have all this escrow for you. Duh, it's done purposefully. This is done from the beginning. There's no liquidity management, no ability to control. XRP is different. It has it with Bitcoin, and XRP has a creator. It's different from Bitcoin. A company, a use case, cross-border settlement, liquidity bridging. It's a strategic digital reserve if this were done, if it were formed. It would come from structure, obviously. It would come from planning and a system that actually works, a ledger that works, XRPL. It's not unreasonable, I don't think, to imagine this, guys. A moment when the United States truly looks at this. Bitcoin's a distraction in this regard as well. If you prepare and build this thing, in my opinion, I think this is possible. If the United States government said, Ripple, we'll take the XRP. Okay. I think this is grounded in reality. I think this is very possible for this to happen. You guys tell me what you think. I got studio coming in. And ruled out of security. True, Tommy. Exactly. The studio is telling me. Studio's laughing because Studio knows I can't read the note that Studio just put across my desk. Anyway, hilarious. I laugh. Anyway, guys, let's get to these markets. Exactly, Tommy. I agree. Guys, tell me what you... Drop one in the comments if you think... No, don't do the 1 and 2 in the comments. How about just tell me in the comments? I mean, I think... I'll tell you what I think. Let me show you what I think. First of all, let's see how much XRP is cranking across wallets. Almost 1 million right here. Almost 1 million XRPs being traded in the last minute across these exchanges. Not wallets. I always say wallets. They are wallets, but on these exchanges. And here's where it's all going. Now let's check Bitcoin now. What are you doing? What are you doing, Bitcoin? Bitcoin's got some global reach, largely U.S. We'll see this increase. See? There you go. It increases. Okay. Well, good on you, Bitcoin. You are a $70,000 Bitcoin right now. Is that true? 69.8. So we have a 2-point. Take a look. When in doubt, zoom out. We're usually in doubt, so let's just zoom out all the time. That's what we do on the channel. All right, check it out. Look at the chart, at least going back to 2022. I've never been able to figure out how. Oh, maybe I can. Nope. I've never been able to figure out how to get this thing to pull all the way back. It'll do it on my other devices, but not this. I don't know why. Anyway, look at this nice tank show. We're getting ready to level out and shoot back up, but not before some more pain, I don't think. I think we're going to get more pain. I think we're coming down to somewhere around these levels right here. That's my opinion. What do I know? I am not a financial advisor. You better not buy or sell anything because of what I say or do on the channel, because that'd be very risky. Crypto is very risky. You can lose stocks, shorts, pants, glasses, everything crypto. I'm not a financial advisor. So you better talk to your financial advisor first and never buy anything because of what I say or do is for informational, educational purposes only, sometimes just a little bit of entertainment. This is what happened yesterday with XRP spot ETF inflows. 43.96 mil came in yesterday, Wednesday, February 4th. 18.58 mil came in through Bitwise, and they locked up 1 mil, a million shares of XRP. Grayscale grabbed $14 million and 448,000, almost a half a mil shares of XRP locked up. Templeton, 6.99 mil, almost 7 mil coming in yesterday. Capital inflows and 398 XRP share, 1,000 XRP shares locked up. Canary Capital coming in at 3.25 mil, and Rex Osprey coming in at 872K. 21 shares, 223K. Not too shabbily, but here's what's happening here is we are losing money because we were at 1.5. I'm sorry they do this. 1.5 bill, really. They do it in thousands of millions. It's 1.5 bill. We can read it another way, is what it was. Now it's 1.2 bill. And we're losing traction. Now, come on. For the week, we have a positive inflow of 12.56 mil. So we're adding to the pot, not too shabbily. Come on now, let's pick this thing up. And if you go to scroll down the page, if you scroll down the page, you can see it in a box form and so on and so forth, and that's helpful. Guys, don't forget about Caleb Brown, because a lot of people are going to be millionaires on paper only. Call that toll-free number at the bottom so I don't bore everybody, because I do it every single episode, but tell them the tanker sent you. There is the number, and they have U.S. offices now as well. Now, if you want to check out XRP Rich List and see where you are on the XRP Rich List, here are all the activated accounts, and we know that half of them, by the way, which is about 3.5 million of these 7.5 mil, 3.7 mil, something like that. Everybody gets on me for the math. As you should. My quick math. Anyway, half of these wallets, by the way, have 10 million, have 10 XRP or less, 10 million, have 10 XRP or less in them. Okay, so let's consider that. They're really activated accounts, and what we're really playing ball with is really less than 3.75 mil or whatever wallets, actually, right? Total circulating supply, 66 bill. Total escrowed XRP kind of makes you go, 33 bill. Oh boy. Oh really? You wanna? Oh, what's that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Say that again? President Trump, I didn't hear you. Oh, you'd like to use XRP? Oh, you're not gonna use Bitcoin. Oh, you realize Bitcoin's a store of speculation, not a store of value, and it ain't no payment system. Gotcha. And so you're asking, hey, you remember that dinner we had with you and Stuart Alderodi? Remember that? Okay. So, Brad, do you mind? Can we use this XRP thing? What do you think? Sure, President Trump. We've got a bunch escrowed for you. Now, we're going to keep a bunch, but we've been waiting for this day. And why don't we give you half? We'll give you 15 bill. Guy sounds like he's half looped at 7 a.m. in the morning. I hope you're having fun. I know I'm going to have fun. because Tanker's somewhere around here as well, and I know you all are too. Now, you can take a look at how much XRP you got, and you can look at the wallet address and see where you are in the grand scheme of things. Take yourself down the list if you need to just a little bit. It's okay. Don't matter. Why is he using improper grammar? I think he's smarter than that. Why does this guy keep talking to himself? All right. Don't worry. Now look. Here we are at $500,000, 555,555 XRP, 0.001% of the wallet holdings. Don't forget. Now, not such an impressive number when half of the 7.5 million wallets that hold the XRP, when half of them only hold 10 or less. All right? All right. Pay attention. We're paying attention. We're trying to. Because you got it, then that number doesn't, the percentages don't really mean a lot when you've got numbers skewed that much. Anyway, you can just keep running down here and see where you are on the XRP Richie list if you'd like. Now, there's something I'd like you, of course, to never forget. And by the way, let me make sure that I'm saying hello to my peeps, because I love you and you guys are why I do this. Not in some weird, creepy way, you know that, in a bro way. Rero, welcome in. I got about 20 things I want to say. All right, let me first get to the full screen if I'm going to say it, and then we'll get back to the clip. All right, I got a clip I want to play. I'm laughing because I'm wondering how many folks out in TV land, understand crypto. And it's okay for folks who don't, because, right, as of a little while ago, none of us understood crypto either. So I'm wondering how many folks, where they are in their journey with understanding crypto in the most humble, kindest, nicest way. I'm wondering where folks are. I'm wondering if folks are seeing the truth on what a calculator exercise would do for them. I know, I've got to dedicate this episode of seeing XRP being held in escrow by Ripple and so on and so forth, and a shaky U.S. dollar, and my buddy calling it out, and I've got to dedicate the episode to him. I'm not naming any names. Shout out to you, brother. You know who you are. Okay, anyway, enough of that. So, studio wants to remind me to give credit to my buddy. Mike, welcome into the channel. I think XRP is douche means XRP is awesome. I'm pretty sure. We could have a Bitcoin maxi here, but I'm not sure. Mike, are you a Bitcoin maxi or are you an XRP lover? Tell us in the comments so we can see. Because douche is D-O-U-C-H-E, I think. If it's the one that... Well, you know what they do. I don't need to say that. But you tell me, Mike, are you a Bitcoin maxi guy, Mike? Or are you saying like swoosh, like a swoosh, like a three-pointer? Studio's saying he's saying the other. Hey, Mike, I don't think you understand. Huh? I'll let him confirm. Oh, Studio's saying don't start wailing a guy until he confirms. All right, talk to me and tell me your reasoning, please, because we welcome all. Hey, I have Bitcoin too. Okay, so hey, I was a fool too. Okay, I bought Bitcoin as well. Okay, all right, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I bought Ethereum too. My mistake. It is what it is. Wait, hang on. Let's just remind you of something real quick here. On Jax, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the pain. Welcome back to the reminder that it doesn't sound like some folks are going to be on this XRP rich list, which is okay because they did with others. There's so many lanes in crypto. You know, for anybody who's a Bitcoin maxi, anybody who's an XRP maxi, anybody who's, in between kind of likes Bitcoin and XRP maybe, or excuse me, appreciates Ethereum or maybe a Solana, or maybe they love their memes. You know, they're all about the memes and that's all they do. And they've got 20 of them. That's all they do is play. God bless America. You know what I mean? Pretty sure that dude was saying XRP is douche and didn't spell that word properly. I'm pretty sure that's what you meant. This is what happens, is that the world is not clean and clear and doesn't research. Huh? Oh, yes, I know, but he doesn't want to be known. We got to be careful. Our friend wants to stay anonymous, so I can't say his name. But anyway. Oh, sure. Yeah, sink your teeth into this real quick, though, before we do.
Last month on Louis Rukeyser, you summed up your investment philosophy as buy everything and hold it forever. Do you still subscribe to that in light of what the market has been doing, or would you unload some things now?
No, my theory is not subject to the ups and downs, the peregrinations of the stock, the unpredictable peregrinations of the stock market. It's painful to do, but I think the idea of owning the stock market is the best approach to equity investing, and perhaps I didn't make that thoroughly clear there. I have never felt that equities should be the only portion of an investor's long-term program. I myself am about 50% stocks, 50% bonds, for example. I was brought up when I came into this business in 1951 with the Wellington Fund, which was and is, and I hope always will be, a conservative balanced fund. But I think the idea of buying and holding forever and not trying to make adjustments requires that you've gotten it right in the first place. That you can only hold tight if you've bought right.
Boom! I love it, and I'm going to keep playing it. You know why? Because it's the truth. Because you can only hold tight Mike, if you've bought right. That was for Mike. Mark Sager, welcome. And Mrs. Lee, don't hear anything from Mike after that. He just says, this is what they do. They dip and dive. XRP is douche. Bow. Out of here. What? Wait, why? Why'd you say that? I don't know. Wait, why I can't hear you anymore? I know I'm running away because somebody told me a long time ago that XRP is dead. See you later. Did you buy any? Did you buy any? No. Oh my God, this guy's crazy. You guys are going to have the time of your lives. Have fun with it, please. Oh, Rero. I don't like hearing that. What did Rero say? What are you talking, Rero? What you talking? All right. Don't worry. Bye. Start in 2 weeks. What? Huh? Guys, I could never tell you to bye because I'm not a financial advisor. Never buy or sell anything because what I say or do because I'm not a financial advisor. I don't like hearing that. Should I need to hurry up and trade out of some BTC? I heard it's dropping 64K. Yeah, okay, Mrs. Loopy. We heard a lot of things. We don't know what it's dropping to. It could literally drop. Now look at, if Bitcoin drops to like 23K, sailors done ski. MicroStrategies, done. I don't know if anybody knows. About 19 to 23K. Bitcoin goes to about 19, 23K. Michael Saylor go bye-bye. Bye-bye. Literally sinks. Well, maybe we'll find something else to save the ship. Studio's looking at me like, I can't believe you're spitting this truth like this. That's what it is. You know? Thank you, Jeannie. That's too loud. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you, Jeannie. Yeah, I think that we are about to have a crypto explosion. And I don't know how to say these. Yeah, XLM and XRP definitely stay. Never buy or sell anything because of what I say or do in this channel, particularly not these three. No matter what I say or do, no matter how loud I scream, no matter how... I forgot the rest of it. No matter how hard I bang on this door, no matter how loud I scream, under no circumstances don't you ever Buy these three. And don't you ever play this video back, of course, in 3 years' time. Whatever you do, don't ever play this video back in 3 years' time with me telling you to never buy or sell anything because what I say or do, because I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. It's strictly for informational, educational purposes only, which is why I keep flashing these three son bitches up on the screen, because it's funny and it's fun. Because when you play this back in 3 years, and XRP is at freaking $500, and XLM's at about, what, 275-ish or so, and XDC's hanging somewhere around $150, ready to go a lot higher, by the way, because it will only snow. Boy. Anybody know it? Look, I'm not trying to be a jerk. Anybody know anything about crypto out there? That's mean, huh? Don't do that to people. Don't say that. I'm not talking to you guys. I kind of want to say that, though. That's where it comes to after a while. I get to after a while. Does anybody know anything about crypto? Some people do. Some folks know about crypto. Some folks know about what they hear about crypto. Some folks truly understand and know about blockchain technologies and also hashgraph technology and what cryptocurrencies and what BFT means, what Byzantine fault tolerance consensus mechanism actually means. That if you are a BFT, a Byzantine fault tolerance, some type of BFT, okay? And you know there are four, XLM, XRP, XDC, and HBAR. You know these are the four, right? We are aware. What do we know about crypto? Talk to me. Somebody talk to me about crypto. Somebody talk to me about crypto. Where was that guy? Come on, I want that guy back in the comments. I can't stand when people do that. You're so retarded, Montemon. Doing that, Ricardo Montemon. The plan, how ridiculous that they do. XRP is douche. Wait, where are you going? I don't know. Where'd you get that? I heard somebody saying, I gotta go. Wait, did you buy any? No, I didn't buy any of that shit stuff. No, because they wouldn't even be that far away. They're come on, monkey bots can't run that fast. They'd be like this. Watch. It'd be like this. I was told XRP. I must go down. So they'd really be only like 2 feet away in like 3 minutes. So no, they wouldn't be that far off. These people don't go very far. Oh, this guy's good. Hey, look at it. Don't come in my comment section and say, did you see what I'm called? I'm called a tank. You know that, right? Careful now. Don't mistake kindness and niceness for weakness, sonnies. Careful now. Hey, Mark Allen Sager says, okay, just want some more. Now, wait a minute. Don't you go buying and selling anything because what I'm saying you're doing on the channel, Mark. Good morning, Mark. Little wisecrackers. I love these people on the channel. They're the best. Thank you, Mark, one of our community greats. Thank you, Mark. We love you. Not in some weird way. Hey, Laman. How do you say that? Laman? Laam. Oh, boy, these names. Hey, La. I'm just going to make them up as I go along, okay? Oh, what am I going to do? What want to call you? La. All right, hang on. Let's refresh this chat, and let's get over to this. Anybody know anything about crypto? Shout it out whenever you know the answers about crypto. I'm not kidding. People don't know shit about crypto. They come on, and I'm not talking about that, whatever. See, I already forgot your name, which is good. Not talking about that individual. I'm talking about, in general, people don't know crap about crypto. It's like, what are you talking about? But that's not right. No, Bitcoin is, what? No. They're not going to use Bitcoin because, for the government, but, like, what? And then, wait, I got to go to full screen for this. Oh, I already am. I'm a worst YouTube user in the world, creator in the world. Yeah, they're like, oh, no, they're not going to use Bitcoin because blah, 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 for the U.S. Strategic Reserve because blah, blah, blah. And I got friends who are like, no, they're going to, or just people around me who are like, yes, they are going to use it as a tool. It makes sense. And then I got people that say they're going to use XRP. And then I'm like, well, you might actually be onto something there. because we should do an episode on it. You're going to have to hit about 7 criteria. You're not going to be able to be a store of speculation. That's for dang sure, which is literally what Bitcoin is. So goodbye. Bye-bye, Bitcoin. Hey, Bitcoin, see you later. I love you. Bye-bye. Moo Man, welcome back. Curry, welcome back. Good morning. Nice to see you. Oh, in French. Gotcha. Lama. Oh, gotcha. My apologies. No, it sounded like I was making fun. And I wasn't, of the name. I'm a nice person. Trust me, I really am. Even though I dogged that other person who came in and said XRP's douche. You want to come in and start firing shots? Understand. Careful, Tank. You know I'm called Tanker, right? Good morning, Mick. Welcome in. Hoorah, brother. Yeah. USMC joining us here on the channel. Now, the wife's dad semperfies all day. And it reminds me that we get nothing done properly unless we make sure that we have made our bed in the morning and move on. And here is my take to the military and to the SEALs, and I love you dearly and thank you for protecting us, and I mean no disrespect whatsoever. This is purely for joke's sake. I'm allowed to be a comedian sometimes, but there's some truth in it. Now look it. Why are you spending time making that bed, and why are you making your back vulnerable while you're tucking the covers and you got your back vulnerable? You're going to get your fort taken over while you're making your bed. Doesn't make a lot of sense in the military to make a bed. Don't make a bed. Don't do that. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. All these guys are making their beds and they got the fort taken over. That's what happened. I got a story back in history I'll show you. Stop this nonsense of making the bed, SEALs. I love you. Don't make a lot of sense. You're very vulnerable. You're spending your time doing this. You're just going to get into that same bed, jump in. I understand the mentality. It's to have, make sure that you're having focused, disciplined, ritualistic actions each day, making sure that you're prepared. I understand it. It creates discipline, self-respect, etc., etc. Choose something different. You're just hopping into the frickin' bed again. Leave the covers mussed up. Nobody gives a crap. Stop it. You're going to get your fort taken over. And you're going to get stabbed in the back or shot in the back. All right. Thank you. I've spoken. I don't like that analogy. Stop doing that, military, please. Thank you. Tanker's spoken. Sorry, I'm a little rough. I'm even going to tell the military how to do it, the SEALs. Yeah, right. Tanker's tough. Semper Fi, brother. Absolutely, yes. You know, I actually took the ASFAB and for Marines back in the day. And I got out of a vehicle back in the day with my buddies. And boy, there was a whole bunch of smoke billowing out of the vehicle. I couldn't figure out why. And I hopped out of the vehicle. I don't know why my eyes, I might have been just a little bit tired, but were a little bit glossy and things. And I went and took the exam in this dark spot back in a room. And I thought, oh my gosh, these people, they're smart. Boy, they're on to me. They put me back there with a desk. I took the bubble exam. I did nicely. I was going to fly. No, I was going to do MP. That's what I was going to do, MP. Either fly or MP, one or the other. And I didn't do it. And I talked to buddies after, and I regretted it for years that I didn't jump into the Marines. Anyway, Semper Fi, brother. I am a loser that never did it. I'm just kidding. Come on. Theo says, a banker friend told me 6 years ago the banks were already using XRP. That's when I started stacking, baby. He didn't say that, but Theo is paying attention. You all who are watching this XRP channel means you probably got XRP. You're paying attention to this. Everybody's paying attention. It's just what you pay attention to. I don't fault anybody. Come on, people are doing other things in their lives. I'm not crazy. Wait, everybody's got to pay attention to XRP, Frank, because you guys are doing this with, nobody cares. Nobody cares about XRP, and they shouldn't. Unless somebody wanted to. It is an avenue. It is, let me get over to it very quickly here, because I would like to hear your folks' opinion on, and I don't tell me how much XRP you have, but I would like to hear your folks' opinion on the episode today, XRP being used to help save a failing dollar. Look at these numbers here. Sorry, I'm reading. Apologize, I'm reading. Considering that out of the 7.5 million wallets, half of them have 10 XRP in them or less. And then you folks tell me where, and then consider all of, oh, I already pulled it down. No, I didn't. Consider all of these that are only going to continue over time, locking up more and more XRP. And you tell me where we're going to be with this almost a million, over a million now, where the large mouse is, over a million trading across exchanges in the past minute of XRP. I suspect that number will go about tenfold in a few years or so. Guys, it is important to mention Caleb and Brown one more time real quick because, and we'll get back to the market, because Caleb and Brown is your one-stop shop for your cryptocurrency brokerage needs, and it is very important that folks understand that exchanges are just a little bit different from something like a brokerage. Excuse me, Caleb and Brown is actually a brokerage, so we have a nice interview with Mr. Jim Bazzani, who is right here. Not there, here, right here. He's a great guy. He is going to be at XRP Las Vegas, as is the founder, Jake Boyle. I believe he's president and CEO. My apologies. And they're going to be over at XRP Las Vegas. Please join us there. Understand that they are different from an exchange. An exchange is only going to allow you, $50K a day, $100K a day for your withdrawals off your account per day. Okay. Now, if one of yours runs and you want to pull 500K, 700K, whatever, in one pop, you can't do that unless you have a broker. Caleb and Brown is that broker, providing you set up properly with your bank. My advice always, I'm not a financial advisor, is to go in, as for education purposes only, of course. My suggestion always is to talk to the bank manager. Talk to the boss at the bank, the main person who goes to the meetings, gets the heads up and the skinny on what's being rolled out next at the bank, and then gives it to the employees, so on and so forth. Go to the head honcho. Sit down with said head honcho. Say, look, I got this thing about Caleb Brown. And I connect with the bank, but was that cool? Yeah, go ahead and do it. Okay, good. Now, we're going to do the transfer over into the account of $2,000 or more, and that can be an aggregate of ADA, XRP, whatever I want to do. Okay, good. Now, once I do this, is that true bank manager that now I've kind of created a path between the banks so that if I want to now, when it's going to get ready to explode the crypto, we get a super bull run, extended cycle, and I want to go ahead and give you a call and say, look, excuse me, bank manager, remember we talked about this? This is Sparky the Clown. Remember we were talking about this? Hey, I want to please go ahead and make one of those large transactions. It's going to be 1.25 mil, and I'm dropping it in. It's going to be XDC. I'm going to do that coming in. Is that cool? Over from Caleb? Yeah, go. We got a check set. It's probably not going to reject it. You've told me. I know it's coming in. It probably will not reject it because it knows it has the relationship. Good, done. All right, never financial advice. Only strictly for educational and informational purposes only. All of these types of things, including all of the cold wallet setup and me literally setting up cold wallets right in front of you, will be a thing that we're going to do. But in the Patreon, and that's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be $10 a month. And then $9.99. What's this penny? You gave me the $10. What do you mean penny? No, I want the penny. Should be charging $20, and I might. I'll be taking the 10. So anyway, because what I'm offering in there in the Patreon is never financial advice. What it is your ability to watch my portfolio and the projects I have, and you can see exactly how many I have of each. I'll even tell you when I bought them and for how much. Yep, I don't care. Show you the history. What do I care? Show you the history of the buys and what I did so you can see the truth of where I bought. And you can pull up the chart yourself on CoinMarketCap and be like, now look at, I can see the tanker bought him here. Oh, not so smart tanker. Or, oh, good buy. Did the right thing there on that one. You know what I mean? You can just match up with the chart, go back in time and see where I bought, and I'll show you the buys. That's on the Patreon, and also what's on the Patreon is me showing you exactly how to go from start to finish, how to set up anything that you're needing live live, show you how to do that for that $10 a month. By the end of this, and you can see what I'm doing during the run as well, like I said, and by the end of it, at the end of the year, you'll pay that 10, if it's 10 a month, you're going to pay $240. Just kidding. You're going to pay the $120, and then you pay the $240 if it takes 2 years for that you're paying each month $10 a month that you're going to pay for 2 years. And if that's it, and you're paying $240 for 2 years, and the bull run's happening, boom, you're done, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. What I looked at was with the coaching, these folks are charging $100 a call, $250 a call for 1 hour. That's 1 hour for a call. I'm charging for freaking 2 years of watching me doing it and going on live, but that ain't crap. So that Patreon better build because that's silly, silly value. Silly value, and I don't have to feel bad about yanking money out of your pockets because y'all just regular people like me. And for me to charge you $1,500 for 3 hours, it's kind of whoa. Now somebody's got to pay for that now on the other end. I know you guys ain't got a lot of monies. No, some people do. And that's fine. And any structure is fine. But it didn't feel right to me. It's just too much money. It's too much money to ask from what I'm seeing as regular folk out there, which are you folks, and to part with. But I think $10 a month is freaking reasonable. So Patreon coming. Oh, yeah. Oh, Patreon coming. Come on now. Why aren't you going up there on the screen? It's supposed to flash on the screen. Oh, there you go. Patreon coming now. I'll leave it up there for just a little bit now. And by the way, never buy or sell these three because that'd be crazy, right? Don't ever do that. And enjoy our new set because nobody's commented. We have a new set. Hope it's not too busybody for you. You know. Marchster, welcome. Welcome into the channel this morning. You know, get back to Semper Fi, Mick pointing out Semper Fi, attention to detail. Attention to detail is fully agreed. What's not agreed is making this bed while your fort gets taken over. Just kidding. Anyway, I understand the making the bed. Anyway, a banker, it sounds like Tanker never made his bed. The wife makes Genie makes the bed. Genie, make bed. Genie goes, and the bed gets made. A banker friend told me 6 years ago, as we've already read Theo's comment. Thank you, Studio goes, yeah, you read that. We're talking some crazy life-changing numbers here, says the monster. Very exciting. It certainly is, isn't it? For folks who've positioned. I love that guy's voice there, boy. You can only hold right if you can only sit tight and hold if you bought right, whatever. I don't know. I know it's the same. That sounds the same as Powell's voice. My colleagues and I could do this, and my voice gets deep enough, and I don't have a little frog in my throat like I do now. I can really make it happen. I do a great. Who is it, Mart? Stella. Marty doesn't know. Marty Party? No, not Marty Party. Different Marty. Marty the Clown. With a Y. Hilarious stuff. It doesn't matter. We're changing. Don't worry. You're going to meet Studio soon enough. Marnster is saying, we're talking some crazy life-changing numbers. So excited. These freaking pop-up ads are pissing me off. Anyone else getting them? It says, no, I get 0 pop-ups. I pay $13 a month to not get the ads. Yes. Shab, I do as well. But I guess I'm on the wrong account. Okay. Gotcha. Love the updates. All set. Morning, Tanker. How you doing, Art Caffeine? Guys, got more coming for you, and you guys are going to have to get used to it, so I'm doing it again. I hope we're loving the intro. Boy, oh boy, I really do. I'm trying to get that ingrained into everybody's noggin, into everybody's subconscious. Guys, here's the thing with crypto right now. Let's get back to where we are price-wise. Look at 69.8, hanging in there. Let's make sure we're refreshed and we're not doing anything weird. Okay, Bitcoin's at 70,005. Okay, Still a piece of horse pooey. Going to probably $1 million and then zero, maybe $5 or so over some time. If you back up on the crypto market and go back a year, here's about where we are at this 2.4 trill. And if you come back here, guys, we're about at that same mark back here, April 2025. We pull back a little bit further on it. We can see it a little more clearly right about here. We can even come back to these levels. These levels, November 2024. So where is crypto going? Where do you all think crypto is going? Where do you think, who's jumping in, never financial advice on the channel, who's jumping in on a $1.37 XRP? Who's jumping in on this nosedive here? Look at that. Oh, nice. I love it. Look at the 1 day still doing it. Oh, what? On the 1 day, you're going to still jump down 12% on the 1 day? XRP. Hey, I'm talking to you, XRP. Hey, I'm talking to you. You're still going to jump down on the 1 day 12%? Interesting. Sounds like somebody knows you're getting ready to be a strategic reserve and wants to buy the living crap out of you. That's what it sounds like to me. Don't you freaking try to fool me. You're driving that price down on purpose. Nothing has changed with XRP narrative-wise, except for it getting better. Then why is the price tanking 12% in 1 day? Because it is the next thing, and it has been chosen, and it's being driven down so you can get the heck out. Dumb retail money, not my people on my channel. And the smart money, institutional investors, can go ahead and beep, 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 and back up that freaking truck and load them all up on a low XRP. That's literally what this price means, because nothing has changed except for more positive, awesome stuff for XRP and the XRP ledger, and the price is tanking. Why? Because of what I just did with that crazy sound effect. Duh. So people don't understand how all this stuff works. That's why most of you get whipped around like a wet dish rag. And I'm not being offensive either, because you don't understand how this works. That's why you come onto this channel to start learning this stuff. Not to follow me as financial advice, because that'd be foolhardy. I'm not a financial advisor. It's for informational educational purposes only. You can lose your socks, shorts, pants, your glasses, everything crypto. Don't you ever buy anything, because what I say or do on the channel. You have got to talk to your financial advisor. That little person that sits down at your lovely, huge person that sits down, that lovely, respected person that sits down at your kitchen table and talks to you about your 401k, and then after that, your doctor leaves with the doctor bag. No, I'm kidding. Come on, I'm going to pull that joke forever. That's not how they do it anymore. Once the wife told me, he goes, they don't do it like that anymore. That was back in the day. After that event thing that they had where nobody could do with the whole thing with putting the thing on the face. That was pretty good. The algorithm ain't get me for that one. Things changed after that. Yeah, they don't do that no more. Now you just do it through email or whatever, okay? They don't come sit at your kitchen table. By the way, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I will close on, since I said that, anybody who's not in burgeoning asset classes or real estate or metals or, I would dare say S&P, but yeah, I would say S&P. S&P. Never financial advisors, folks who are not spread out into such things and burgeoning asset classes such as cryptocurrency, blockchain technologies, digital assets as a whole, AI, and also perhaps just a little bit of quantum stuff, quantum AI stuff. Whoever is not spread into these things is going to watch money disappear faster than you can say, I don't know what. Go think of something good. But that's what's going on, is that the U.S. dollar will continue to inflate. These things will, okay, look at, coming up here in 401ks, by the way, have an average of 200,000 to 300,000, something like that are in them. Go check that out. And folks, you're not retiring on that, please don't. I'm not a financial advisor, but it doesn't take a genius to know that unless you move to, where could you move to and retire on 300K? I don't know. Stellar is at 16 cents right now. that decimal point is getting ready to be moved over one place over to the right. And then after some years, just a little bit or months, over to the, or weeks, who knows how fast. Imagine if it did it in some days, over to the right, which is $16 and something. And then it will move over to the right once again. So move that puppy over to the right 3 spots. That's what we're looking at in the immediate future. Small enough time horizon on a number 1 to 3 to 5 to 7 years or so, perhaps 10. You're looking at about $160 stellar. You could move it over 4 spots. It could be $1,000 stellar by then. I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not a soothsayer. But I can tell you that cryptos only have one narrative, and it's never stopped, and nothing has ever changed, which is why it's so ridiculous that XRP keeps tanking in price when the news just keeps getting better and better. And it's not ridiculous. That's to drive you out, and that's so that, like I said before, institutional investors can buy the living horse crap out of it. Because they know it is a thing. This is why this one's happening so hardcore. There's a couple more that are hardcore getting dumped. Purposely driving price down. Anyway, I hope you all see it. I hope you all understand what's happening in crypto. I'm sorry, let me get back to these comments. I apologize, guys, that I stray off comments for so long. I get caught up on a tangent and I missed the comments. I apologize, guys. By the way, when I talk like this, guys, I'm being ever so nice. I am such a happy-go-lucky. I'm so smiley. Come on. I don't say this stuff to be negative. I say it because I don't like fellow brothers and sisters getting whipped around like wet dish rags. It's kind of a bird dog kind of thing. I don't like it. I feel like I have to look out for people. I should mind my own business. I don't like people getting taken advantage of. I don't like it. My fellow brother, I care about people. Shabalabalab says, not a fan of the set, but the fast talking Bamba is okay. All right, Shabby, don't like the set. No worries. Not going to like everything. We love you though, Shabby. Thank you. Thank you, Shab. Thank you for your honest feedback too. We appreciate. Too much stuff, maybe. Too much stuff. Marchster says, bye. Just me speaking. Yes. Never taking the advice of anyone on the channel. Mark Ansager says, if we lost $1.34, we could see $1.09. We could. There's our support levels. We could. I'll give you the quick how-to, and I don't want to do it from my head and get it wrong on you. And there's an episode on it too. I just don't want to get it wrong on you. So we grab our initial number of the chart, the number on the stock chart that we're going to grab, where we saw the pause in the last up movement on the chart. You can go to whatever time frame you wish. I would think you're doing it on a shorter time frame. I'm not sure. You'll have to check that part out. I told you I'm no chart master, but I will help a little bit. How to get the first structural bull trend support. So we're going to ID the first impulse leg that brought us to that spot that we're considering. The impulse low is the swing low where the price launched off at. And then the impulse high is the swing high point where the price pulled back. What we're doing is, to get the range, is taking that impulse high, subtracting it from the impulse low. And this number is the fuel burst for more institutional money that comes in and defends early price. So we don't see retraces here. We see price continue to go. So if the impulse high was, for example, $120 and the impulse low was 100, our number there, our range would be $20. So we take that range, which is $20. And in this case, of course, you're always going to multiply by 0.382 Fibonacci number, 0.382. You'll always multiply that $20 times 0.382. You're going to get $7.64. And that $7.64 is what you're subtracting from that impulse high. And it gives you the number of $112.36 in our case. And that is the support level that we would need to hold above to consider, at least on the short term, moving up. So that's literally what Mark Ansager is doing right there. If we lose $1.34, we can see 109 because of that impulse example that I just gave you. And I hope it wasn't confusing. Go ahead and rewind it if you want to learn and you want to figure it out. We have an episode on it too. And I'm not any genius on it. I'm not great on it. I learned these things. I'm no day trader. I am simply a financial advisor. No, I'm not. You know what I meant. I'm not a financial advisor. Whoops. Hey, that's difficulty of life. I didn't mean I'm not a financial advisor. Bags are already packed, says Mick. Mine too. I'm done buying. I'm done. I've spent enough. Crypto Dragons Emperor, welcome back to the channel. Yep, I'm buying. Probably been there the whole time. You just don't comment a lot. Thank you for commenting. Yep, and I'm buying more, buying up more as the price drops. So when it shoots back up, I'm good. Only fools sell right now. It's so true. You're never look at. If you're disgusted with crypto or whatever, you just have no choice. I mean, I can't say anything on it. It sounds like I'm giving financial advice anytime I talk about things like that. I think we all know the score. Quizzes and more. Didn't mean to rhyme that time, but it did work. If I wouldn't have to pay off so much stuff for my welding, I would buy more. I know how it is having a small business, dude. So now I just hodl for time now. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as folks, guys, don't matter. It doesn't matter where you are on this whole spectrum. Rock on, dude. Thanks for commenting and sharing your spot. Guys, keep the faith here. It doesn't matter where you guys are. We're all drinking the Kool-Aid. We all know what's about to pop off, and it's not simply this one. And I think enough of you are in the same boat that even if you were, we were wrong about that. Still have plenty of others. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't want to scare anybody either. Don't worry. XRP is fine. Eventually, Ripple will stop releasing XRP escrow. Is that a fact? I think they have a stop date. I'm pretty sure they do. Pretty sure they do, and I don't know what it is. Somebody check for us. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's true. All right, thank you for asking that. And if I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. So somebody help us with the research. I'm not sure. I'm almost positive they have a built-in stop date. Built-in, like on the ledger, like already programmed in, but I'm not positive about that. Yeah, Moonman asks if I'm the Robin Williams of crypto. We know we have Good Evening Crypto, which comes on in the morning, which I think, and I'm not being funny. I'm trying to figure that out. There's a reason behind that. But I love those guys. Those guys are great. Hats off. Shout out to Good Evening Crypto and shout out to, wait for it, Johnny Crypto, shout out. And I do that because I will only joke around and impersonate the folks that I love and think are awesome. Those guys have been in the crypto space for quite some time, and they do a great job of keeping current of what's going on with crypto news and so on and so forth. We're a different type of channel. We don't really do that, but a little spattering of that. But hats off to those guys. Hats off to the guy who comes on and says, "Good morning, Vietnam." Now, somebody said that he sounded like Robin Williams, and I think he does. And I saw that movie in the theater, by the way. I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, and I've been told so every time I walk into either a Jersey Mike's or whatever, and I'll be in line, and somebody be like, "Hey, did he ever tell you you look like Robin Williams?" I'm like, "Yes." The wife goes, "You so remind me of Robin Williams." I'm like, "You sure it's not Brad Pitt? Come on." No? No good? No good? No takers? No? Robin Williams, not Brad Pitt? No? Emilio Estevez, I would get all the time. All the time. And also Michael J. Fox. But why are we talking about me? Nobody gives a crap about you, tanker. Talk about crypto. I thought it was about crypto. Onjax, that's why it's best to stack more now while price is low. Not a financial advisor. That's the mentality, though, of a wise investor, is buy when Walmart has that big sign up there that has yellow writing or whatever. That's like, it's in the middle of winter. Lawnmower. You know, it's just $900. Now it's like $450. I'll take it. I mean, come on. You buy when things are on sale. Well, what's going on, people? Who taught you how to buy? Rivero says, and sheep in history and 3 to 6 ounce silver. Boy, look at that manipulating silver. It's down again to like $77. I tweaked out the voice. on purpose. Oh, thank you, Marster. That was very nice of you. I didn't get a Brad Pitt vote, but I got a cuter than Robin Williams. So thank you for the vote. I asked chat the other day, blah, 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 and it said, you're not wrong. I said, oh, good. That means I'm right. It said, no, not necessarily. Oh, wedding, not welding. Apologies. Thank you for helping me read the comments properly. Well, a wedding is a worthy cause. That's two folks enjoying their lives together for the rest of their lives, and on one day spending what used to be not too long ago basically a down payment on a house. Now, why would you do that? How about you just tell everybody, hey, we're getting married, and by the way, we're also buying this house with the money we were going to spend on the wedding. Oh, boy, I fell into it, too, back in the day. The foolishness that we've all done with money and what we've decided to do and what we thought was worth it in the world. Says, looking good, Tank. Keep up the good show. Have a great day. And you too, because we do have to run off as well. I think you're saying you need to run. We do too. We need to run. Guys, I hope you join us tomorrow morning on Crypto Info Blockchain Meetings with the Tanker. Don't worry, the episode absolutely makes sense. It's simply that I hit on the episode earlier on when we first pop on. So you've got to rewind the episode and check what that we actually did hit the topic of the episode, and you can learn yourself something. Watch the video about how cow to silver is JP Morgan dollars. Okay, I'm realizing I'm missing comments. Guys, I love you. I don't mean to miss these comments, and I'm sorry to read your comment wrong. And hey, I hope the money was well spent. Quizzes and more on the wedding. Think about how many XRP could be purchased when we spend money on other things. Never a financial advisor, not financial advice. You could lose everything. Got to consult your financial advisor. Have a great day. See you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Colorado time. Keep an awesome smile on that face. And remember to breathe. Take a breath. I love you guys. Keep an awesome smile on that face.